Hello everyone, it's Christine from Mission Yoga. Thank you for joining me for another 60-minute all levels vinyasa practice. So we'll get started. Join me on your mat and we'll begin in a child's pose. So take your time finding your child's pose, knees wide, about mat width apart, big toes to touch. And let your upper body relax onto the mat. Flatten your palms onto the mat, spread your fingers wide. And begin to deepen your breath, filling up on the inhale. And completely emptying and releasing on the exhales. Beginning to quiet your mind. And beginning to focus on your breath and beginning to focus on your practice. You can bring a little movement to your child's pose, maybe moving the forehead side to side, move your hips, wiggle the fingers, begin to stretch out, warming up the body. Keeping the breath moving. Lengthening on the inhales and pressing the hips closer to the heels on your exhales. One more inhale, fill. Empty completely. Inhale, come up to tabletop, hands and knees position. Making sure the hips are stacked over the knees. Knees are in line with the ankles and your toes are untucked. Shoulders are over wrists. We'll warm up just by stretching out the calf muscles, stepping the left foot to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, and press the heel to the back of the mat. You can push into the palms, into the fingertips for a little counter action, getting deeper into the stretch. Breathe. And release it. Drop the left knee to the mat. Switching sides. Tuck the right toes. Lifting that right knee. Press the right heel to the back of the mat. And pushing the mat away from you with your palms. Breathe. Stretching out the calf. One more breath here. And release that stretch. Once again, extending the left leg, reach the right arm out in front of you. Flex left foot, thumb of the right hand points towards the ceiling. Breathe here, engage the core, gaze is set. Find your balance. And bend left knee, wrap right arm around your low back for a half bind and either stay right here or take this to a full bind by reaching for the top of the foot. Opening up the shoulder, breathe. Lifting up on your inhale. Releasing on your exhale. Releasing any tension, finding some softness and just warming up. Release it. Come back, reaching forward and back and returning to your tabletop. Getting ready to switch sides. Extend right leg behind you. Flexing the foot. Reach left arm long in front of you. Good. Breathe here. Building your base first. And then bend the right knee. And wrap left arm around the low back for a half bind. Either staying right here, taking the full bind if it's accessible to you, to reach for the top of the foot. If you're binding, pressing the top of the foot into the palm and lifting up and back. If you're half binding, still pressing the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, engaging the leg muscles. One more breath in. And exhale, release it, reaching forward and back. And coming all the way back to tabletop. Getting ready to move through 3 rounds of cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine, press the shoulder blades to the ceiling. Inhale, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, round. Inhale to neutral. And on your exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, straighten knees, down dog. Pedal the feet. Stretch out your first down dog. Shake the head yes and no. Taking on whatever stretches you need to. Whatever feels good. Take 2 more breaths in your down dog. On an inhale, reach the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, take it up and over to the left. Pressing left heel towards the mat, shoulders stay square. Breathe here, opening up the right hip. 1 more breath. And lower the right foot to the mat, down dog. Flowing right into the left side, sweep left leg to the ceiling, foot is flexed, bend at the knee. Take it up and over to the right. Right heel presses towards the mat. Shoulders stay square. Stay with the breath, opening up the hip. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend the leg and lower it down, downward dog. Inhale, up onto the toes. Exhale, look forward and baby step, feet to hands, and find ragdoll. Taking opposite hands to opposite elbows, and hang out here. Swing side to side, maybe forward, back. Shifting the weight into the toes, really opening up the back of the legs, the lower back, back of the neck. Counteracting all the sitting and standing that we do throughout our day. Taking just a few deep breaths in this really simple but effective pose. Good, 1 more. And drip the fingertips to the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold and heel toe the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to stand, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take 3 breaths here. Take a moment to set an intention for yourself, for your practice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fill. Exhale, empty. 1 more breath in. Remember your intention. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep up, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, warming up with some sun salutations. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to high plank. On your exhale, drop the knees, chest, and chin to modify. Inhale, cobra pose, grounding the lower body. Plant the palms, peel upper body off the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes, and lift up and through to downward facing dog. However you need to get there, make your way to down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Take your time. This is your practice, so whatever variation of the poses you need to take, please feel free to do so and make this your own. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, one more, sun A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank, and either lower to low plank or drop the knees to modify. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips, lower the heels. Breathe in and out. Inhale, up onto the toes. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop back and lower down. Either low plank or modify by dropping the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose and step it between the hands. Runner's lunge, fingertips frame front foot. Gaze slightly in front of you. Ball of the back foot grounds into the mat. Breathe. Keeping the left palm planted, reach right arm to the ceiling. Simple twist. Lengthening on your inhales, and twisting open on your exhales. One more breath in. Exhale, palms to the mat. Spin the back foot parallel to the back of the mat and open it up to warrior two. Open arms, open hips. Breathe in. Exhale, settle into your warrior. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, palms to the mat. Step back, either moving through vinyasa or coming right to down dog. Exhale, low plank if you're coming through a vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Step it through, runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, find your grounding, planting your feet. And on an inhale, right palm plants, left arm reaches up. Breathe. Continue your breath. Really pressing up to the ceiling with the back of your extended leg. Everything's active, working together. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Spin the back foot parallel to the back of the mat and cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Settle into your pose, coming back to the breath. Inhale, flip the palm. Reverse your warrior. Settle in, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel palm on the mat. Step it back. Exhale. Moving through your vinyasa. Inhale for upward facing dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, core plank. And then step it between the hands. Spin the back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, flip front palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe. Good. Bring it back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Bump the hips back, reach forward, out, and then down. Coming into your triangle pose. Again, lengthening on those inhales. And finding some rotation on the exhales. If you'd like, you can wrap your top arm around your low back, reaching for the top of the thigh to take this a little bit further, adding a little extra twist. Staying with the breath. If you're binding, release the bind. Extend left. Arm reaches up, and then bring left fingertips to frame front foot and shorten your stance. Hop step left foot in, setting up your pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold over right leg. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, soften. You can turn the fingertips to face the wall behind you. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. If your hamstrings aren't there yet, it's okay, keep them right where they were, facing forward. Just staying with the breath, softening on the exhales, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you're not tensing up in your upper body, letting everything just hang out. Taking one more breath in your pyramid. And walking the fingertips to frame with the front foot. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold one more time. Inhale, flat back. Coming into revolve triangle. So bringing the left fingertips to the outside of the right foot. Right hand to right hip. And begin to rotate open to the right side. Either stay right here with the hand to hip if this is enough rotation for you. Stay with the breath. Option to extend the right arm to the ceiling. Staying with the breath, pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. And release it. Fingertips to the mat. Find a little bend in the right knee. Press off with the left foot, coming into a standing split. Relax the upper body. Just 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drop the left foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, plant the palms, and step right foot back. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, reach left foot to the ceiling. Exhale, pull knee to nose, core plank. Step it through, plant the back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior 2, open arms, open hips. Breathe. Settling in. On your inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Keeping your warrior 2 legs strong, keeping the bend in the left knee. One more breath. And then exhale, coming back to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten left knee. Exhale, bump the hips back, reach forward, out, and then down. Triangle pose. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, open up in the chest. Heart open towards the ceiling. Staying with the breath. You can find that half bind by wrapping the right arm around the low back. It's an option. You can stay right in triangle if that feels better on your shoulder. Staying with your breath wherever you are. And taking 2 more. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release any binds. Fingertips to the mat. Hop step that back foot in, setting up your pyramid pose. Inhale, find some length. Half lift. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Breathe. Each side may feel a little bit different, so one side might be easier than the other. Be patient. Option to turn the fingertips and walk them back for a little bit more of a stretch. Keep the breath moving and finding softness on the exhales. Adjusting by pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Head is hanging heavy, not holding it up. Just letting everything go. One more inhale. Exhale. If you've moved the fingertips, walk them forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Setting up your revolve triangle on the left. So bringing the right fingertips to the outside of the left foot. Left hand to left hip and begin to rotate open. Making that same hip adjustment. And either staying right here with the hand to the hip if that's enough rotation for you. If you want to take it a little further, you can extend the arm. Just staying with the breath. Keep it moving. Take 2 more. One more inhale. One more exhale. And release your twisted triangle, fingertips to the mat. Find a little bend in the front knee and lift off with that back foot, finding your standing split. So fingertips grounding into the mat. Upper body is again hanging out heavy here, folding over your front leg. Just taking it easy in your first standing split. One more breath. Inhale, dropping the right foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Palms plant, high plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, or drop the knees to modify. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, empty it out. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand, arms overhead, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Bend your knees, sit your seat, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone. Chest is lifted, relax the shoulders. Breathe. Sit 1 inch lower. Reach a little higher. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, shift the weight to the right foot and send the left foot to the back of the mat, coming into high lunge. Adjust your stance. Breathe. Good. Taking an arm variation behind your back, either interlacing the fingertips or taking opposite elbows. Taking a little heart opener, shoulder opener. Breathe. Opening. One more. Let it go. Reach up, release your bind. Exhale, open this up to windmill pose, twisting with your arms in a T to the right side. Every inhale, standing a little taller. Every exhale, picking a new spot on the wall behind you. Letting your eye gaze take you a little bit further. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back to center, high lunge. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the mat. And hop step that back foot in, standing split. I'm going to back up so I stay in frame. Good. Since this is your second standing split, you can take this same one as before. If you want to try walking the hands a little bit closer to your standing leg this time, you can. Maybe trying to grab for your standing ankle with one hand, maybe with 2 hands. Good. Maybe switching one and then the other, trying something on. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Then release it. Left foot to meet right at the top of the mat. Sweep up to stand, straighten the legs, reach up. Hands to heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, out. Inhale, sweep up and sit low, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Tuck that tailbone. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, shift the weight into the left foot, sending the right foot to the back of the mat. High lunge. Adjusting the stance. Breathe. Taking a shoulder opener variation of your choice on this side, either interlacing the hands, opposite shoulders, opposite wrists. You could grab for your shirt if you need to. Breathing into that space, opening up the chest. Deep inhale, release it, exhale, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, windmill pose to the left, arms in a T. Each inhale, lengthen. Each exhale, pick a new spot. Letting your eye gaze help you. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center, high lunge, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Getting ready for that standing split on the left side. Pressing off with the back foot, straightening left knee. Relaxing the upper body. Taking your second standing split on the left to where you want to. Really kicking that back leg to the ceiling. Hinging from the hips. Maybe touching that standing ankle or just walking your fingertips closer to the standing foot. Keep the breath moving. Take one more round. Inhale. Exhale, right foot to meet left. Inhale, sweep up to stand, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breath in. Let it go. Inhale, sweep up and sit low for chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart and twist to the right. Maybe interlocking the left elbow over the right knee, or option to stay up high and keep a high twist if that works better for you. Keep your breath moving in your twist, trying to keep the knees together, but always keeping the chest higher than the hips. One more breath in. Exhale, release back through center, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart and twist to the left, either keeping it low or staying up high. Your choice, it's your practice. Keep your breath moving. Breathe. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale through center, reach up. Reach back. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale, forward fold. Separate here. Coming into gorilla pose. A variation of ragdoll. Stepping on your hands, palms face up. You may have just your fingertips underneath your toes or walking them as far as toes touching the back of your wrist. If you want to take that a little further, you can bend your elbows to bring your upper body a little bit closer to your lower body. Take 2 more breaths here. One more. Release your hands out from underneath your feet. Heel toe the feet back together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank or drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Step it forward. High lunge, reach up. Breathe in. And out, settle in. Open up, warrior 2. Spinning back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Just using warrior 2 as a transition as we set up for half moon. So we're going to hop step the back foot in and straighten. I'm gonna back up so I stay in frame. Straighten the right leg, pressing off with the left foot. Grounding down into the mat with just the fingertips of the right hand. Good. Keep the breath moving. You can take straight leg. If the bind is in your practice, you may bind your half moon. Breathe. One more breath. If you're binding your half moon, release it. And come back to your standing split as a transition. One more breath. Then planting the palms, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Right foot meets it, high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. High lunge, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, open arms, open hips. Getting ready to set up your half moon on the left. So I'm going to back up and then step in and press off with your back foot. Straightening the left leg. Fingertips of the left hand ground into the mat, reaching the right arm to the ceiling. Keeping the back leg active, flexing the right foot, really lifting that back leg up towards the ceiling. Keep your breath moving. If the bind is in your practice, take the bind. If not, just keeping your straight leg in your half moon. If you fall out, just get right back in. One more breath. Release any binds. And both fingertips to the mat, standing split, square off the hips, extend right leg to ceiling. 2 rounds of breath. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plant your palms to the front of the mat. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot meets it. Exhale. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower or drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat and take child's pose. Press it back on your exhale. Take 3 to 5 breaths in your child's pose, just coming back to your breath, coming back to your intention. Lengthening inhales, softening exhales. One more deep inhale, fill up, and let it go. Bring a little movement to your child's pose. We move the hips from side to side, move the forehead from side to side. And make your way back to tabletop, hands and knees. And move through 3 rounds of cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up, chest up and lifting. Exhale, round, pressing the shoulder blades to the ceiling. Inhale to neutral. Stepping the right foot between the hands, low lunge. Bring hands to the top of right thigh. Setting up your low lunge. Good, you can stay right here if you're comfortable. If you want to take it a little further, reach the arms overhead. Breathe. One more breath. Bring the hands to the inside of the right foot and wiggle walk the right foot to the edge of the mat. Letting the right knee fall open to the right, rolling onto the edge of the right foot, planting the left palm. Reach the right arm to the ceiling, twist. You can stay right here with the arm extended. You can take a half bind, or you could take a full bind for a little extra quad stretch. Breathe. Really opening up the hips and the front of the left thigh. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release it. Make your way back to lunge. Low lunge. And then make your way back to tabletop. And we'll switch out the legs, stepping the left foot forward, low lunge. Keeping the right toes untucked, making sure the left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Hands to the top of the thigh, either staying right here or extending the arms overhead. Breathe. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. inhales, complete exhales, not thinking about what you have to do later, keeping your focus on your breath. And bringing the palms to the mat and wiggle walk the foot to the edge of the mat. Letting the left knee fall open to the left, rolling out onto the edge of the left foot. Right palm plants, left arm reaches up, adding a twist. And your choice, whether you want to add a bind, maybe a half bind, wrapping around the back, or a full bind, reaching for that right foot. Breathe. Opening up the hips, opening up the chest. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release it, especially if you're binding. Don't whip out of it. And make your way back to tabletop and roll forward into a tall cobra, keeping a bend in the elbows. Relax the glute muscles. Taking a couple breaths here. You can take a neck stretch. You're turning your gaze to the right. Breathe in. Exhaling back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog, stretching out the lower back. Deep breaths in your down dog. And then dropping your knees, finding your child's pose. You can have your knees wide or knees together for this child's pose. Arms can be extended or reaching back towards your heels. Just coming back to your breath. Directing your breath to your lower back, into the hips. One more full breath in. Exhale completely. Slowly walk your hands towards your knees and press yourself up to seated. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Do a couple forward folds before we come back down onto the mat. Okay. So find your sits bones. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Engage your core. Protect your low back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And slowly walk yourself back to seated. Finding a twist. So bend your right knee into your chest, keeping the left leg long. And then bring the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Bring your right hand behind your back. On your inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twisting to your right. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Again, you can use your eye gaze to help you in your twist. Always moving with your breath. Take one more. And release it, taking a counter twist, leaning and twisting to the left. And coming back to center. And switching out the legs, extending the right leg. Bending the left knee, keeping the right foot flexed. Bringing the left foot to the outside of the right thigh, finding the sits bones, grounding down. Left palm behind the low back. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, exhale. And using your gaze, using your breath. Take 2 more rounds of breath in and out. One more inhale. One more exhale. And release it. Counter twist to the right. And release fully, coming back to center, shaking out the legs. Bringing the soles of the feet together for bound angle. Inhale, sitting up tall, finding the sits bones. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, folding forward. Keeping shoulders away from the ears, relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Three more breaths. Sinking into your fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale slowly, returning back to seated, using your hands to guide your knees together. Soles of the feet plant into the mat. Bring your seat to the middle of your mat if you aren't there already. Extend your arms in front of you, and we'll set ourselves up to come back onto our mat and relax. So slowly lowering down. Take your time. Using control. And when you get onto your mat, pull your knees into your chest and roll around, massaging out the spine. You can rock from side to side or make circles with the knees, or both. You have time. From here, find happy baby. Reaching for the soles of the feet, reaching them towards the ceiling. Again, you can rock side to side and massage out the back. Keeping the knees bent and pulling down towards the side body. Or alternating, maybe straightening the legs one at a time. Playing with straightening both. Or neither, and staying right in happy baby. Take one more breath. And slowly bring the legs back together. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Extend the left leg long. Pull the right knee into the chest. Letting the right knee fall across the body to the left, arms in a T, coming into a supine twist. Gaze over the right shoulder. Letting the gaze soften, or letting the eyes fall heavy. If you'd like to wrap your legs and take eagle legs for a different kind of a twist, you can. Unwind, coming back through center. And switch out your legs, extending the right leg. Left knee bends into the chest. Let the left knee fall across the body to the right. Arms in a T, gaze over the left shoulder. Just soften your gaze. Or letting your eyes fall heavy. Sinking a little further on your exhales. Just completely relax. Take one more breath. Then unwind from your twist, slowly coming back to center. We'll take an inversion. So maybe legs up the wall pose, extending the legs long, soles of the feet reaching toward the ceiling. If you have a block or something at home that you could slide under your hips for support to make this a little more restorative, you can. If shoulder stand is in your practice, you can take shoulder stand or headstand. We'll be here for about 5 breaths. So find your inversion and take 5 of your own breaths. Shaking is okay. If you're in legs up the wall and you're at home, you could take advantage of using a wall to support you by literally putting your legs up the wall. Staying with your breath. Full inhales. Complete emptying exhales. Wherever you are and in whatever inversion you chose, begin to make your way out. Slowly lowering down. Making your way to Supta Baddha Konasana, recline bound angle, bringing the soles of your feet to touch, your knees to fall wide. Either your hands at your sides with your palms facing up, or one hand to heart, the other to your stomach so that one hand is on your heartbeat and the other is on your breath. Taking 10 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace and with your own breath. Keeping your mind clear of any outside thoughts. Keeping your focus on your practice and on your intention. Beginning to bring your breath back to its natural flow, back to its natural rhythm, now that we're coming out of the physical practice. Getting ready for Shavasana. Complete rest. So using these breaths to calm the body and calm the mind. For your Shavasana, you can stay right here in this position, or you can extend your legs long on your mat and bring the palms to face the ceiling. Wherever you are, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. Eyes are falling heavy. Letting the floor hold you up. Just sinking into the mat and listening to the sound of your breath. I'm going to turn off this video and let you enjoy a couple minutes of your own Shavasana. But as always, I want to thank you for tuning in for a little online practice, and we look forward to seeing you soon.